At the beginning of April, spring has finally arrived and filled my heart with joy and wonder. With each day, the world around transforms as if by magic, as if nature itself is painting the most beautiful masterpiece before our eyes. What was recently frozen for 1 month is now slowly transforming into a lush and vibrant world, full of life and energy. It's such a beautiful day. It's finally getting warmer here and I'm just so excited. Last winter felt endless for me, even though I do enjoy winters, but I just so much missed this. The sun, the warmth, the singing birds. I don't know, seeing the soil and being able to walk in the forest freely again. It just makes me feel so much joy and excitement. I can't believe we have the whole summer ahead of us, and it's gonna be a good one. As winter slowly fades away, I can feel the energy of the world changing around me. It's always such a joy to see the first signs of new life emerging from the ground, or the first tiny leaves unfolding on the trees. And the birds. It's just so wonderful to hear birds again. After silent days of winter, their singing is like the sweetest melody for my ears. Can you hear it? Despite the fact that we are already in April, we still have piles of snow in the forest. It's like snow is trying to fool spring and hide under the trees. But the sun finds it even there and leaves no chance. Then snow turns into small streams and runs through the forest. With all the mud and slush, spring can be a bit messy, but it's just a little trade-off for all the beauty ahead of us. I want to show you what I've been up to for the past couple of weeks, and for this, let me pick you up where we paused last time. We stepped into March with a new snowstorm that buried all our hopes for the early spring. On one of such snowy days, as I was admiring the snowy forest near my house, I stumbled upon a group of deer. Seeing these majestic creatures so close in the wild was breathtaking. A stranger told me that in his 25 years of living in this area, he'd never seen deer come so close to the houses. And I couldn't help but feel grateful to have experienced this incredible moment and wanted to share it with you. Moments like this remind me of the beauty and wonder that can be found only in nature. I live in a city in Finland, and what I found truly amazing and unique here is its magical balance between modern civilization and unspoiled wilderness. It's like having the best of both worlds, a comfort of modern life and serenity of nature. This March was unusually cold and cloudy, but I have to admit I found myself feeling rather grateful for such weather. As much as I adore this time of year, I just can't handle the intense spring sun. I've learned that I have sensitive eyes and harsh light can cause me headaches. So to my great relief, these days were mostly cloudy, and it allowed me to truly enjoy the season without feeling like I was melting away. It's almost April and we have a new snowstorm today. It must be annoying, but I don't know, I feel so much joy right now. Days are getting longer and I can't believe it. I mean, it's 7 p.m. and look at this, it's still bright. Just wonderful. But days went by and winter slowly lost its battle against spring. Powdery snowflakes turned into gentle drops of rain, and finally the long-awaited sun broke through the clouds, helping to melt the snow and lighting up dust and small imperfections in my apartment. Inspired by the new season and all the changes outside in nature, I decided to make changes in my apartment as well. So I rolled up my sleeves and began to tidy up my home. I have south-facing windows, which is really great. I can easily grow plants on my balcony and provide them with enough light. However, neither my plants nor me are very fond of direct sunlight, especially in spring, when the sun is getting intense but is still quite low and shines directly into our windows, filling every corner of our apartment with light. It's a bit too much light for us to handle. And if I can shield myself in a dark room behind curtains, plants still need light to grow. Previous summer I shaded them with a piece of fabric every day at noon, but it was a bit messy and quite a hassle, so this time I wanted to sort it out in a much better way. After some research on the internet, I found this cheap and easy solution from IKEA. It's just simple fabric blinds. They are very easy to install, just a quick stick on and voila! My plants couldn't be happier. This is exactly what they needed. The fabric lets in a lot of light while keeping my plants safe from overheating and burning. My favorite thing about spring is that I can finally get back to work with my plants again. I've spent some time recently planting different seeds, and I'm crossing my fingers that they'll grow into the most beautiful plants and flowers. I just love gardening. There is something so special about growing your own plants and vegetables. Getting your hands dirty and watching seeds you planted come to life and grow into something beautiful and vibrant is just so satisfying. For me, gardening is my way of escaping from the chaos of our crazy world and finding peace in my own little space. I feel some sense of grounding and calmness when I'm surrounded by plants. They teach me that everything in life has its own natural pace, and sometimes the most beautiful things take time to happen. When we plant a seed, we don't expect to get a full-grown plant overnight. We have to nurture it, water it, and give it the right amount of light. We have to be patient and trust the natural process. In the same way in life. We can't always rush things. We have to give ourselves time to grow and trust that we'll eventually bloom into the best possible version of ourselves. Gardening is a gentle reminder that everything in life has its own timeline and journey, and there is a beauty in every step along the way. One more thing that I love about gardening is that it's a constant learning process. No matter how much experience you have, there is always something new to discover. I had 5 strawberry plants in this container. Sadly, only one of them survived. A month ago they started to grow new leaves. I watered them, and then after a week or two they just died. I think the problem was hiding in the soil. I had a lot of fungus gnats on my balcony last year. It's these tiny black flies just flying everywhere around. They are not harmful for plants or for humans, but they are just super annoying, and the real problem is that they lay eggs in the soil, and when it's warm and the soil is wet, these eggs turn into larvae, and the larvae itself can eat roots and damage the plant. So I think that is what happened with these poor little strawberries. These ones survived because when I noticed the problem, I immediately stopped watering them, so I think it saved this little plant. My big dream is to have my own cozy little house with a big yard where I can plant all kinds of beautiful flowers, trees and vegetables. I can picture it, and it's been on my mind for the past couple of years. But to be honest, I've been kinda stressing a lot lately that I can't afford it right now. So many things are not going according to plan, and I've come to realize that living in the future only leads to more anxiety and stress. This spring I made a promise to myself to let go and trust the journey. Life is unpredictable, and no matter how much we try, we just can't control everything. We may feel like we are failing because we can't make everything go according to our expectations. But life is full of ups and downs. Sometimes we all have difficult times. But just like winter always turns into spring, those hard times will eventually give way to something brighter and more wonderful.